Hello again and welcome to this challenge episode. So, what's the challenge this time? It's orbital assembly. Actually, the challenge is to sim something in orbit using a shuttle or Buran. Well, this first model doesn't fit into Buran, so you can attach well instead of Buran. Yes, it's the same launch vehicle, Energia, and well, it's rather good at lifting such payloads as well. Although this particular payload is a bit heavier than what I usually launch on. Wait a second. Well, this wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know how it is. Okay, let's just not lose control. And that's a problem, since it has only reaction wheels. Oh well, the engines aren't gimbaling, and I didn't put any RCS fuel on this part. Oh well, looks like it's stabilized. Let's just get it to orbit. Uh, 350 should be good. It's actually even easier to navigate to such altitudes than to make rendezvous in low orbit. Oh yes. Well, the challenge is actually to assemble a station, but as you can see, it's not exactly a station with such propulsion module. But now, now to the actual flights of Buran. And well, yeah, it's a bit lighter than the module we launched, so it will probably get the altitude we need right away. Um, 350. And well, there is still some fuel left in the rocket, but it's a single burn. Oh, I'm very upset about the atmosphere and just arrived rendezvous in several orbits. Typical flight plan for such altitudes. So here it is, the propulsion module, and we are now approaching it, and here is the payload, the service module. Provides reaction wheels and RCS tanks, and some more things like an ore tank. Well, you've already seen it has a SRU unit. Oh yeah, this module is docked right from inside the payload bay. Just carefully navigate the ship towards the docking port. And we have capture. So yes, here it is. The first module is docked. Let's just carefully get away. Exactly. Full, full payload bay of this module. As large as it fits there. Well, if you don't sacrifice the docking port. So yes, first module ended. Well, that vessel still doesn't have crew capacity, so everybody is returning home on this flight. Just careful, angle of attack, and well, from such altitudes it re-enters without too much risk of burning something. It looks like we are undershooting a bit, quite a bit. I don't know, somehow it's braking, but more effective. I'm pretty sure it had less drag in the previous versions. Oh well, we still have some propulsion to get ourselves to KSC like this. Yeah. That's the nice thing about entering with a space plane. You still have both OMS to correct such undershootings and the lift to navigate the flight towards the target. You don't just ballistically fall wherever it takes you. And let's just glide down onto the runway. Okay. Why did the wheels change? They weren't such double wheels before. Yeah, that's what happens when you transfer craft files from one version to another. Suddenly such surprises. Okay, just carefully. Oh, hey, don't stay climbing again. Okay, and we have landed. And another launch. Just the same kind of ascent profile. You know, it's a bit tricky thing to balance such asymmetric launch vehicle, but this one really works perfect for our rather wide variety of payload masses. Yeah, just arrange the rendezvous. We got a bit of plane, so yeah, had to do some correction. And I'll cap more bit later. Or one orbit at this altitude. Yeah. Just approach this. And this time, well, The command module has its own RCS system, so it will dock on its own. And as you see, it doubles as a re-entry vehicle because, well, an planetary ship can properly get into Kerbin orbit, we should at least have option of re-entering the crew module right away. Yeah, forgot about electric charge. Should have recharged the batteries before this. Now we have to dock in the dark and well, with no reaction wheels. But that's what I call Jap effect. When there is Jap in the cockpit, such things often happen. And no, missed a bit. So another attempt. And yes. Now it looks like a proper interplanetary vessel. Okay, let's just dock Buran to it. We have another crew member to transfer. Okay, carefully navigate towards the docking port. Yeah, slightly back and well, why is it flying in every direction possible and impossible? Should probably check the RCS system balance. Something not wrong, some vectors must have be offset a bit. Because moving in one direction suddenly produces some thrust in another, and that's the result. We are running out of RCS on this ship. What? Oh, we have capture, finally. Okay. Valentina goes to this new vessel, and here we go. Now it has some crew, and well, it's kind of already capable of going somewhere, but of course still misses some more modules. Okay. Are we overshooting a bit or okay, maybe now we overshot this finalized turn a bit. Yeah, we are loading a bit too much velocity. So let's use the jets. Because why would we have jets on board if not for this occasion? And well, just carefully glide towards the runway. This time it's a rather shallow approach on jets. Okay, the landing was a bit rough. And switch the engines off, damn it. Okay. Wow. The fact is the height of gear is really close to realistic in this configuration, but I don't know. A bit too low for my taste with that small gear in the front. Really. A bit too low. Especially the landing. Oh, Terra. Now another module. I have now slightly adjusted RCS configuration, and that is, well, changing angles of some of the docking ports, plus set to which axis each port should respond, because now we can do it. Well, we are close to the vehicle. Yeah, and this time, since there was some spare place in the cargo bay, I have taken some fuel tanks to the top of the propulsion module. Okay, and this is, well, a science module. It has no propulsion of its own, so that's how we are going to dock it to the big vessel. Carefully, yeah, just dock it to Buran like this. This time no problems with flying sideways, at least for now. Oh yeah, turn towards the docking port and carefully navigate to it. Of course, such docking means a bit of set mass and therefore need to compensate some torque, but that's not the problem at all. And yeah, looks like we got capture. Oh yes, and let's transfer the fuel since I put a bunch of it all over the Buran. And of course, we have an engineer and a scientist to get on board. Yeah, let's just hope that the ship isn't too nose heavy with those tanks added. Maybe it is a bit more nose heavy than it should be. No, that's the thing. When re-entering with payloads, better put it towards the back with such wing configuration, because too much payload in the front well, results in reduced pitch authority. Well, at least we got almost precisely to the space center, but with such nose heaviness we are also losing velocity a bit more, just trying to keep the nose up. Yeah, so we need to approach more shallow if we don't want to run into their way nose first. Mm, pull up. Damn it, it. Oh well. And the front gear, well, it's a bit too high, looks like. Yeah, not the best landing ever. Maybe we need to reconfigure the gear a bit more, because the nose is high and landing is not the best option. And so, well, the challenge requires more shuttle flights, so here it is. Another module delivered by Buran. Or, well, there is not just one module this time. Oh, yeah, once again, let's approach the interplanetary ship and stop at some minimal distance from it. And the payload this time, well, as you see, there is a module and there is, well, another thing that is a manipulator. And since the manipulator has its own propulsion, it will dock the module for us. Careful towards approach the docking port and put it right there. Yeah. Oh, here is the observation module with all the science equipment. Yeah. At first I wanted to put the launch manipulator with the command module, but it turned out to be way too large to fit both of them. So yeah, I'll just separate and get out of here, and well, we still have that extra strut that kept modules together, so let's just put it back into Buran and get it back down. Well, we could just discard that thing, but it's it's not really useful anymore, but still it was easy to put it just back in the payload bay and to look at any other way to deorbit it. Okay, and then let's dock this claw and with all the drifts where it should be, that is to the command module. Yes, the ship is designed to, well, inspect asteroids and refuel from them. well, we still have the crew to transfer, therefore let's just carefully dock, and the best docking port is on the laboratory module, so we are approaching from that side. Yeah, this RCS configuration is as close to the real configuration in Buran as I could get it. Works rather good, I say. Very good. But of course, flying a shuttle like that always requires getting used to it. Yeah, especially since it's not really useful to set control to the docking ports because of some inconsistencies. So I just leave the control from the cockpit and go, well, almost just on visual, but at least you perfectly know which way is which just by looking at the shuttle. And yeah, perfect approach to the port, and we have capture. And well, that's the last docking operation for this mission. Let's just get two more scientists on board. And that's it. Yeah. This interplanetary ship is completed. Now we only have to look, and 7 crew members on board, exactly as many as fit in the re-entry vehicle. Now let's just navigate the Buran back down. Why isn't this crew displayed? Uh, must be somewhere because the crew members are still on board. Well, yeah, these two pilots did all the missions because, well, somebody needs to pilot such a ship. Somebody with appropriate experience. Oh yeah, approaching KC right away, and we have a very good Gaussian this time. And yes, I've put in gear in the rear, so that it's a proper balance between front and rear gear. Let's carry full glide. Yeah, just flying a bit too far. Better than well, falling before the runway. And touchdown. Perfect. So, mission complete. The interplanetary ship is assembled, and the Buran has returned home once again. See you next time. Bye!